Lakers without their star, big man Anthony Davis, struggled against the Suns. But, Vince, you have reason for Lakers fans to be hopeful.
Yeah, I do. The playoffs. I mean, but they're literally limping into the playoffs. You just hope they don't limp into the playoffs. And, Max, the question at the beginning of the year was, what type of team will they be in the regular season? I mean, you look at future Hall of Famers all around the floor, and a lot of guys who could get it done individually, but how would they go about playing in the regular season? So injuries and protocols are their nemesis right now.
Meantime, the Knicks are 12th place in the Eastern Conference after surprising everyone last season. Vince, what happened to the team of my boyhood? Not my manhood, my boyhood.
Where should we start? I mean, they had a great regular season last year, not so good in the playoffs, and then came back and played great in the beginning of the season. Everybody was like, uh-oh, they're picking up where they left off, and then all of a sudden they got comfortable. And that's what it is. Just got comfortable with the success early.
And by the way, Julius Randle is not a 40% three-point shooter. If people thought that from last season, he's not. Okay, Ja Morant and the Grizzlies are visiting Steph Curry and the Warriors tonight. Vince, Ja Morant still rounding into form after returning from injury. Steph has been absolutely on fire this season. Steph Curry, Vince, is the greatest player in the history of basketball, his height or under, right? He's listed at 6'2". He's the best ever who played at that height or under. Ja is 6'3". What is Ja's upside? I want to focus on Ja.
Well, his upside outside of his athleticism, because, boy, he can get up. But, no, I think also his passing ability, his ability to get into the paint and score, and he's now trending upwards as a three-point shooter. I mean, he's becoming a better shooter, so now you can't just back off and say, hey, play him for the shot, because he has proven he can knock that shot down. So he has potential, and he's getting there. I mean, Steph Curry is all-world right now and my leader in the MVP race right now, but Ja Morant is continuing to get better, so look out. He will continue to make noise in the league.
Yes, he can score. Oh, what do you know about scoring, Vince Carter? On that note, time for on this date flashback to December 23rd, 2005. Vince, this was the last 50-point game you had in your NBA career versus the Miami Heat. What do you remember?
Yeah, I remember a lot about that. Man, just back and forth with D. Wade, and when you see a few shots go in, and you see that guy Gary Payton there just hounding me and figuring out how to score against him. And they kept fouling me because it was a close game, back and forth. So every time I got the ball, J Kidd, I play with J Kidd, so J Kidd was like, "Hey, go get the ball because they're gonna foul you, and you can reach your 50." And I ended up getting 51. But let me say this: I had an opportunity to get 50 as a Orlando Magic versus the Pelicans. But, the unwritten rule, when the game's out of hand,
you can't score.
The ball, I can't score. Yeah, here it is right here, man. I'm dribbling down the court. I knew it was 9 seconds, and I'm like, go. And I shook my head right there. I'm like, nah. James Posey said, hey, I love you, but I'll take you out the air if you go for this layup. So 48 points it is.
Right, because God forbid the fans should see Vince Carter do some spectacular athletic move while there's still time on the clock. That would be terrible. Very unsportsmanlike. Yeah, well, that's how it is. That's right. I don't know how it goes. I'd like to know once to know in my life how it goes to feel what it feels like to dunk a ball, Vince. Thanks, Vince.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.